and really talking to them about these are the options that are being presented to you. Less, take off more clothes, do the most to get attention, right? If you think that that's freedom, the idea that you have to wear less, the idea that you have to get naked to be heard, you really think that's a form of freedom? Because that's slavery, that's bondage. I didn't have to take off my clothes to be heard in society. And these women will realize that when you follow these people that are, self-imposed feminists, I'm a feminist, I do this, I'm a feminist, you hear that word over and over and over again, you'll find that the majority of them are miserable. Look at their lives and ask yourself a question. Do you think they are happy? Do you feel good when you do what they do? Right? When you're constantly looking for a dopamine hit from social media because you took your clothes off and you want somebody in your comments, a thirst trap with your ass out, right? And you want someone in your comments going, oh, you slay, bae. You slayed the day, bae. Hashtag Tuesdays, am I right?
Yeah.
And you do this stuff for attention, and you're devaluing yourself, and at the end of the day you don't actually feel good, and it's not going to bring you happiness, right? So yeah, you can get guys sliding in your DM, you can get guys telling you look good, you can get guys that want to sleep with you. How many of these people actually get guys that want to stay with you, right? That are not in somebody else's DM. The same way that you found him is the same way he's going to find somebody else, because we are increasingly becoming a part of a society that's ADHD. You want to know why our grandparents stayed together? Because they weren't looking at ass cheeks all day on Instagram and refreshing it and going, oh, well, that girl looks younger, that girl looks better, that girl's face tuned, and I think that is what these young women that they're following are telling them. You've got 13-year-olds getting lip injections, right? Because they want to look like Kylie Jenner. Again, not a shot to Kylie Jenner, but what society have we created that ever made Kylie Jenner feel like she had to go out and buy those lips, that she had to contour her entire face and change her entire body? She was already a beautiful little girl. So the society is ill. It's not normal, right? Don't let these people convince you that that's normal. That's cancer, and that cancer will become contagious to you if you accept that. You don't follow a better role model.
Here's the reality of modern dating. A man is expected to cover the cost of the date. This means spending money on women, paying for lodging, maintaining his vehicle, and fueling it, all of which are costly. He is also expected to own a luxurious home, which comes with significant expenses, and to buy gifts, another financial burden. Taking her out to a restaurant, bar, or club adds more to the tab. In essence, without money, a man is deemed worthless in today's dating scene. Most women today seem to be troublemakers or problem solvers who lack traditional skills or talents. In the past, women were capable of cooking, cleaning, loving and caring for their partners, having children, managing a household, and remaining faithful companions through life's challenges.
These are the questions. Did you have a good conversation with the guy? Did you go home right after, or did you want to keep talking to him?
Exactly.
Or did you just show up so you could take pictures at this motherfucking restaurant and post on Instagram?
A woman today often arrives with little care, no skills, and no desire to stick by you through good and bad times. This is why it is becoming increasingly difficult for men to date or marry Western women, leading to more Western men opting out of the dating scene altogether. Frankly, it's simply not worth the effort. Women have become difficult to be around, displaying manipulative, spoiled, brash, and aggressive behaviors. No man wants to come home to that every day.
The total banishment of labels and traditions and concepts like chivalry from the dating scene has left everyone feeling paralyzed and confused. It means that most single people end up in a kind of stasis, a limbo, not knowing whether they're in a relationship or what to do if they are in one or what to call it. And nobody knows what to call anything. The fear of commitment that permeates our culture, the aggressive sort of casualness of everything, the insistence on approaching all matters, especially matters relating to love and relationships, in a way that diametrically opposes how our grandparents approached it. All of these factors have made the dating scene not simply difficult, but effectively non-existent. People don't date, they just sort of float along on the cultural current, hoping that they bump into another piece of debris before moving on to the next. There's no sense of purpose or meaning. Certainly there's no clear direction.
Although dating remains common, it has significantly evolved over time. Many people have moved away from traditional partnerships, and some have experimented with different forms of non-monogamy. Two notable changes have occurred. First, online dating has expanded the pool of potential companions. Those at the top of the desirability spectrum now have the ability to be more selective and possibly even more erratic. Second, many women today are financially independent and do not feel the same pressure to marry as they did a few generations ago. This evolution in dating signifies a shift from previous norms. However, people are not avoiding this new landscape. Despite some growing pains, individuals are continuously adapting to their new surroundings.
A woman will never love you, especially never love you for you. A woman only loves your approval. Okay, a woman only desires to love and intimately chase your approval and your validation. The crucial point to this that majority of men do not understand is that a man's attraction and a man's love for a woman only grows in time spent. A woman's attraction and a woman's love for a man only grows in time apart. Therefore, it is never, and I mean never, in a man's best interest to spend lots of quality time with a woman. You're going to notice a decrease in desire, a decrease in attitude. She's going to be colder, ruder, and more masculine, and you're going to notice a decrease in sexual intimacy that she has for you.
Red flag number 7 is when she has guy friends. There's some rare scenarios where like a guy and a girl are old childhood friends and there's legitimately no sexual tension between them, but almost always when a guy and a girl are friends, there's some degree of sexual tension. And even if the girl's not interested in the guy, a lot of times the guy has been friend zoned and he's just like hanging around to see if he gets an opportunity down the line. And if you're talking to a girl and you notice that she regularly hangs out one-on-one or even just texts one-on-one with other guys, she likes the validation. Those guys are waiting to swoop in if they can.
And a lot of times, like girls that have a lot of guy friends, they have one foot out the door in a relationship and they have like a lineup waiting for like, oh, if this relationship ends, it's okay because I have all these other guys that are interested in me.
And then she never even fully invests into the relationship with you in the first place. How many guy friends you got?
0, but I'm friends with a lot of your friends.
That's different though. Like if I would want my girlfriend or my wife to be friends with my friends. It'd be weird if she wasn't.
To be honest, the best people to be in a relationship with are those who have a strong desire to build a pair bond and have children. Without children, the significance of being a couple diminishes. However, childless singles can still make substantial contributions to society. Historically, nuns, monks, and priests played crucial roles that would have been challenging to balance with the responsibilities of marriage and raising children. In today's dating landscape, the so-called 20%ers are the men who attract the majority of contemporary women. These women desire men who are 6-figure earners, 6 feet tall, confident, handsome, and fit. Their unwillingness to settle for less is why so many women in their 20s, 30s, and even 40s find themselves single and lonely. The scarcity of these high-caliber men means they often have numerous options and can rotate through different partners. Average or even slightly above average men simply do not measure up in the eyes of many women. For example, I earn slightly more than the median income, but I have been rejected by numerous women who deem it insufficient for the lifestyle they desire. Ironically, some of these women earn only $20,000 to $30,000 annually, yet they still demand a high-income partner. Women are often encouraged to prioritize education and career advancement before forming families and relationships. This creates friction when men also want to be the primary breadwinners and dominant figures in the relationship. A successful relationship typically requires one masculine and one feminine presence. Two of the same rarely work out long-term. Masculine women and feminine men tend to be less appealing to their partners. The natural laws and human biology meant for both men and women cannot be ignored. As a result, many men will likely continue to be discreetly and deliberately overlooked in 2024. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.